We're gonna chat. Hold on. Oh shoot, come on. So anyway, I hope everyone's having a good morning so far. Hey P, how you doing? Hold on, I'm just getting up the rules. So, yeah. Alright, so you're doing good, that's good. I got home from vacation just last night. Yeah, I got home from vacation just last night, so, and let me tell you, we're just chilling, it's rainy out there. Yeah, it was pretty stormy here last night. I mean, I'm glad we landed in Philadelphia when we did. I mean, my plane landed in Philadelphia at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, which is a half hour earlier than expected. And let me tell you, we were so close. Oh, hi Gloucester County, how you doing? I mean, let me tell you, we were so close. I mean, not long after we landed in Philadelphia, Philadelphia Airport had issued a ground stop. Philadelphia Airport had a ground stop. Like immediately after we landed, they issued a ground stop for Philadelphia. You can do a tour yesterday. I was doing good. Okay. I hope you're safe. I mean, I was at the Philadelphia Airport last night, so we landed in Philadelphia, and then like half hour later, we got a thunderstorm. But it weakened before I got to Philadelphia, but still. And let me tell you, last night was frustrating for me. Last night was frustrating because the airline apparently lost our luggage. Oh, good thing you landed before the storm, yeah. Like literally, you aren't no damage done. That's good. Hey, IDK LO644, how you doing? So let me tell you, last night was frustrating because the airline lost our suitcase. The airline lost their suitcase, so they're searching for it. We waited at the baggage claim for hours last night, but no sign of our suitcase. So it was just so frustrating last night. So there's a lot of confusion going on. I mean, they issued a ground stop, so they did not have the crew. Hey Johnny, welcome back. Thanks, Braven. Gonna catch your RWT today. That's cool. So you lost your luggage. It's okay. So it was only one luggage, but they're searching for it, and they should be, if they find it, they should be able to have, it should be delivered to our house by the weekend. So, I mean, it had nothing important in it though, other than souvenirs, honestly. But it's a good thing I made a decision to pack my medicine in my backpack. I carry my backpack around whenever I go on vacation. I carry a backpack with me, and it's like a carry-on. So I have a backpack with me. So I put my meds in there. So yeah. So hi, Shine, how you doing? I guess you got the WEA yesterday, yeah. But I mean, as we were boarding the plane in the Bahamas yesterday, and they were rushing. They were rushing to board everyone on the plane in the Bahamas, because they knew there were storms headed for Philly. So we took off from the Bahamas a few minutes early yesterday. We took off from the Bahamas a few minutes early yesterday in an attempt to get to Philadelphia. I mean, we barely made it in time. Because immediately after we landed, the Philadelphia airport issued a ground stop. So, which lasted for a while, and many flights after that were being canceled. Many flights to and from Philadelphia were being canceled after the ground stop was issued. So, we were lucky. We were very lucky. We are very lucky. I mean, I did not have any confidence yesterday. Do you have any videos about Bahamas like last year? Well, not as much. I chose to spend more time. I chose to spend more time. Spend less time on my devices. I spent less. I wanted to spend less time on my devices this time. So, but I do have an elevator video, but it's a rather short one, and I do have local NEH videos. I have a couple of local NEH videos from the Bahamas, which I'll upload soon. So, but local because they do have local NEH in the Bahamas. They do have local NEH in the Bahamas. So this is local NEH right now. Speaking of which, going up to 80 degrees today, so that's not too bad. So and it's going into 65 degrees tonight. So again, not bad. I mean, it was very humid, and it was very hot, very humid in the Bahamas. And tomorrow's going up to 80 degrees. So again, not bad. So yeah. And there's more rain coming on Sunday, Monday. So we need the rain. I mean, my town got 4 or 5 inches of rain last night. My town got 4 or 5 inches of rain last night. So and there was flooding last night. So if you get blood work done July 31st, well, I wish you the best of luck, Gloucester. I wish you the best of luck, Gloucester. So you have on WT and HTV, ABC8, Connecticut, which is starting to glitch out. Okay. So, your surgery is Saturday, August 8th. Well, I wish you the best of luck, Super Legend. I wish you the best of luck, Super Legend. Yesterday was a wild day, caught many SPRs and tours. Okay. Yeah, yesterday was pretty crazy. I mean, like I mentioned, my area, I barely made it into Philadelphia. I barely made it into Philadelphia before the ground stop was implemented. So, so yeah. They connecting surgery. Yeah. Well, I was talking. Yeah. I was talking to Super Legend, Gloucester. I was talking to Super Legend. But I wish you the best of luck for your blood work, Gloucester. So yeah. We landed in Philadelphia at 6:30 p.m., which was 32 minutes earlier than expected. We were supposed to land at 7:02. We landed at 6:30. I mean, I knew something was up when they, were boarding the plane fast. So, I mean, like I mentioned, we barely made it in time before they issued the ground stop, and that ground stop was awful. I mean, it was. I mean, I just can't believe, I mean, honestly, I had very little, if any, confidence that we get home in time. I had very little to no confidence that we get home in time. But we did. Thank God. Feels good to be home, honestly. Feels good to be home. I had a fun time in the Bahamas. But I'm happy to be home now. Yesterday was a long day of traveling. So, watching WTNH TV, ABC8 on your camper TV antenna, that's cool. So, and like I said, believe it or not, they do have the Weather Channel in the Bahamas, They have the Weather Channel in the Bahamas, which is good. You had your cable there and you lost your Amazon Fire TV stick. Sorry to hear that, Chicopee. So, yeah. Yeah. You're on the road to Miami this afternoon to meet your stepsister. That's cool. Hope you have fun. Speaking of Florida, there is a threat for storms later today in Florida, and there's a marginal risk for flash flooding across the south today. So, yeah, there's a surge of tropical moisture moving east, and they have a marginal risk for tomorrow. So, alright, you're gonna head out. Alright, you're gonna head out. Okay, alright. Alright, see you, Gloucester. You're gonna take a plane, that's cool. I hope you have a safe flight. I hope you have a safe flight. So speaking of flying, yesterday on the way home, half the flight featured turbulence. Half the flight featured turbulence yesterday, which scared me. I do not like turbulence. Turbulence kind of scares me sometimes. I tend to get scared during turbulence, but at least I got to sit at the window seat. At least I got to sit at the window seat. I like to sit. Honestly, I love to sit on the window seat on the plane because if there's turbulence, I can just look out the window and I see everything's fine. So it got very turbulent yesterday. Half the flight featured turbulence. Scared of planes? I'm not scared of. For the most part, I'm not scared of planes, but the only thing I hate is turbulence. The worst part for me is turbulence because, it just feels like you're helpless. It feels like you're helpless in the air, and if there's turbulence, it kind of scares me. And the plane is like an enclosed space. It's a very small space. So, yeah. For the most part, I'm not scared of planes. It's just I hate the turbulence. I'm 25 years old. And I still have a fear of turbulence. And so, right now, you can see there are 2 tropical cyclones in the Pacific right now. You can see Tropical Depression Foster, which is gonna miss Hawaii, and Hurricane Genevieve, which was a Category 5 before. Earlier this week, Hurricane Genevieve was a Category 5 hurricane. Now Genevieve is a Category 3 with 120 mile per hour winds. So, but it can move over the colder waters. So with it moving over the colder waters, it's gonna weaken and just die off. So Hurricane Genevieve is gonna weaken, moving into the colder waters because Genevieve's losing, fuel to sustain itself. So yeah, I mean, we had turbulence a lot of the flight because, obviously because the East Coast was dealing with thunderstorms. And before we boarded, I checked the National Weather Service. There was a severe thunderstorm watch across our region before I left. But then when I landed in Philadelphia at 6:30 p.m. When we landed in Philadelphia at 6:30 p.m., I checked the weather. I checked the weather once we landed. They issued a tornado watch. This is our 4th tornado watch of 2026. Our 4th tornado watch of 2026. Honestly, so yeah. This is our 4th tornado watch of 2026, but the 3rd tornado watch in the month of July alone. So this is our 3rd tornado watch of the month of July. So, yeah. Yeah. I actually did not expect to see a tornado watch, considering there's only a 2% tornado risk area yesterday. I mean, I know 2% is still a risk for tornadoes, but most of the times they issue tornado watches mainly if it's like a 5% tornado risk or higher. But there was only a 2% tornado risk yesterday, and the Storm Prediction Center still decided to put up a tornado watch, which I still felt which is warranted. It was warranted. The tornado watches and the flood watches were all warranted. There was a tornado warning at one point near Philadelphia. But motel because your house is remodeling. Okay. So yeah. I mean, honestly, yeah. Yeah. I mean, the resort I stayed at was beautiful. Hello, how you doing? So yeah. I mean, I was at I'm not gonna say what kind of resort it was because it was privacy for privacy reasons. I'm not gonna say what kind of resort I stayed at, but it was a beautiful resort. If I'm being honest, it was very beautiful. It was actually my eighth time in the Bahamas. The eighth time in the Bahamas. So, put your feet away now. Alright. So, yeah. Alright, sorry if my feet are in the shot. I'm trying not to keep it. I'm trying not to put it in the shot. So, yeah. I can tell you right now. You know, it was my eighth time in the Bahamas. So, and honestly, when I was in the Bahamas, we got 7 thunderstorms. We got 7 thunderstorms in the Bahamas. When I was in the Bahamas, we had 7 thunderstorms in total. You know, we got 7 thunderstorms in total. We had one late Thursday night, and then we had another one. And then we had one Friday night, but the Friday night storm lasted 3 hours. The storm that we had last Friday night, it lasted 3 hours. The storm that we had Friday night last week, it lasted 3 hours. So, it started at 11 p.m. Friday and lasted until 2 a.m. Saturday. Alright. Sorry, sir, you're getting a timeout. Alright, 5 minutes. Alright, that's 5 minutes for you. I do not tolerate negativity. That's a second warning for you. That's a second offense, mister. Time out. Third offense. If you get a third offense, you'll get a 10-minute timeout. The fourth offense will be a 24-hour timeout. So I try to keep this channel happy. So please, no drama, y'all. I mean, yeah, no drama. I do not tolerate drama, guys. If you don't like the way I run my channel, don't watch it. That's simple. But anyway. So, anyway. That storm that we had last Friday night, it started at 11 p.m. and lasted until 2 a.m. Saturday. So, it lasted 3 hours. So I did not fall asleep until 2:30 in the morning Friday night. So that was nuts. Because the thunder was so loud. And then we had 2 thunderstorms during the day Saturday. 2 thunderstorms during the day. Alright. No negativity. Anyway. We had 2 thunderstorms during the day Saturday, and then we had 3 on Sunday. Literally 3 thunderstorms in one day on Sunday. Hey, Bregan Ball, how you doing? And then we had 3 thunderstorms during the day Sunday. I was actually caught in the 3rd thunderstorm. I was actually caught in the 3rd one. You know? I was caught in the 3rd thunderstorm on Sunday. Because I was at the pool Sunday afternoon. What did he do this time again? He put negative comments in. You hate not being able to sleep because of a thunderstorm. Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you, Sunday afternoon was chaotic because I was at the pool Sunday afternoon, and all of a sudden it was clear. When we got to the pool, it was clear and sunny. Not even 15 minutes later, it got cloudy. I kept thinking, okay, it's gonna rain, we'll see what happens. But my dad insists we stay at the pool. Because, I mean, even when it started raining, because at first there was no lightning. So we stayed in the pool, lifeguards decided to not evacuate the pool yet. But then all of a sudden, there's a big flash of lightning and a loud crack of thunder, Here's anything I hop off here. Okay. Have a great day. Have a great day, Eamon Shine. So, and then when we started thundering, the lifeguards were just rushing to evacuate people from the pool. You know, lifeguards started evacuating, the pool, and then it was pure chaos. It was chaos. That actually sucks. Yeah, I mean that thunderstorm caught everyone off guard. It developed out of nowhere and it hit. So everyone's running around panicking, trying to find shelter with the rain and the thunder and lightning and the high winds. I mean, it was like a monsoon, if you will. It was like a monsoon. So everyone's screaming to find shelter. My dad and I seek shelter in the bathroom. My dad and I seek shelter in the bathroom. So near the pool. That was near a shelter. So we decided to go in there. So yeah, my dad and I decided to go into the bathroom for shelter, and we stayed in there for a good 30 to 40 minutes. So it was nuts. The wind gusts had to have been at least 50 miles per hour, if not higher. The wind gusts had to have been at least 50 miles per hour. And the rain was coming down so hard that there was actually minor flooding at the resort. So, but the important thing is, my dad and I made it through okay. My dad and I are safe. That's all that matters. So, all that matters is, we're safe. We made it through. I mean, I suggested to my dad that we seek shelter in the bathroom during the storm, and we did. So, sorry, it's okay. Just please don't do it. All right, well, don't do it again, okay? Please don't do it again because I'm trying to keep this channel happy. But anyway, yeah, that was a crazy storm on Sunday afternoon. So, I just can't. It was really bad. I just can't believe how bad the storm got. I mean, it came out of nowhere, pretty much. So, yeah, I would say out of all the thunderstorms that we had in the Bahamas, I would say the Sunday afternoon storm was the worst one because, like I said, because it was when it hit, the lifeguards were scrambling to evacuate the pool. The lifeguards were literally scrambling to evacuate the pool area. So, yeah. It was because the lifeguards did not see the storms come. It was crazy. It was very crazy. It was crazy. So it was a lot of pandemonium over that. So he's do it again exactly. So like I said, even the lifeguards didn't see it coming. Even I didn't see it coming. And which is ironic because I usually see storms come, but once in a while I get caught off guard. And the radars that I use for the Bahamas are not very accurate. Alright, another timeout, mister. Alright, that's 10 minutes for you, mister. That is 10 minutes. Okay. 10-minute timeout. This guy clearly has anger issues. I mean, I do not tolerate drama on this channel. Johnny, so that I did, Braven. That's why I timed them out. I'm sorry that happened to you, Braven. I'm really sorry. I'm very sorry he insulted you. I'm very sorry that happened. This guy clearly has anger issues. This is his third offense. If he gets a fourth one, he's out. He'll be out the rest of the stream. Alright. He clearly did not mean his apology. So, I mean, this is ridiculous. Yeah, I'm not a 5-year-old. I know, Braven. I know, Braven. Don't. Here. So, yeah, that's why I turned him out, you know. He, he roasted me too, so I do not tolerate on this channel. So, but anyway, back to the Bahamas story. So yeah, I mean that thunderstorm that we had Sunday afternoon, less than an hour and a half. So, yeah, So there's a lot of pandemonium with people trying to seek shelter on Sunday. So because no one saw it coming, even I didn't see it coming. Like I said, ironic because I usually see storms come, but in this case, in this case I was caught off guard. It happens. Everyone gets caught off guard. Even the weather enthusiasts and meteorologists get caught off guard every once in a while. So, yeah, it was nuts. Yeah. So, you're going through a rough time since your mom lost your cousin bowel cancer, and now family and relatives lost your best friend to bowel cancer. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that, Braven. I'm very sorry to hear that, Braven. I'm really sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon, Braven. My condolences to you and your family. My condolences to your family and you. Yeah, so it says 30 plus million people with triple digit temperatures today. So places like Las Vegas, Duluth, New Orleans, Lauderdale by the sea. Yeah, today's high in Dallas is looking at 101 degrees in Dallas. Look at that, 101 degrees in Dallas today. So hope so. Yeah. So yeah. And I mean, when I was in the Bahamas, every day, the heat in the Bahamas, the heat index got over 100 degrees in the Bahamas. Every single day, the heat index would get above 100 in the Bahamas. So, yeah, the heat index would get above 100 degrees every day in the Bahamas, with daytime temperatures in the upper 80s to lower 90s, and nighttime temperatures in the upper 70s to lower 80s. So, for overnight temperatures, but that's the Bahamas. They're used to it. They're used to dealing with that during the summer. Daily heat indices, would get to or exceed 100 degrees. Got a flash flood warning today. That's cool. Hope you stay safe in the flooding. Yeah, we had flash flood warnings last night. So, yeah. So, yeah. Do you if you want to turn this guy out again? Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah. Because that guy got 3 strikes so far today on the stream alone. This guy got a 3rd strike. If he gets a 4th one, he's out the rest of the stream. You have to if he gets a 4th offense, you have to time him out for 24 hours. He'll get a 24-hour timeout if he does it again. Okay? You're actually acting up? Oh no. Sorry to hear that, Central New York. Very sorry to hear that. I mean, I don't have Raku, thankfully. Thankfully, I don't have Raku, which is good. I don't have Raku. Average Raku, yeah. I would say Raku is a crappy TV. Raku is a crappy TV, if I'm being honest, because I know one of my YouTube friends has a few of my YouTube friends have Raku. One of my neighbors that I know of actually has Raku. One of my neighbors has Raku. So, yeah, one of my neighbors has Raku. You have it on Raku TV? Oh, okay. So, yeah. Thankfully, I have Xfinity. So, that's good. It's your fourth offense, you're going to for 24 hours. Yeah, exactly. You're going through a rough time with your grandma's death. You make sure. I'm sorry to hear that, Super Legend. I'm very sorry to hear that, Super Legend. I'm very sorry to hear that. Yeah. I'm very sorry to hear that. So yeah. So yeah. Yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that. So yeah. So yeah. So as far as the average temperature, August through to August 7th, they're looking to be likely above average during the, August 3rd to 7th period in my area. So, miss your mom, you miss your girlfriend, cat. Miss your mom, you miss your girlfriend's cat, which you had two of them. They both passed away. I'm sorry to hear that. She's in the urn, okay. And your mom, I'm really sorry to hear that, Chickapee. I'm really sorry to hear that, Chickapee. Yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that, Chickapee. Thankfully, I still have both my parents, but I can understand your mom passed away. Well, yeah, I'm really sorry, Chickapee. I'm really sorry, Chickapee. Yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that, Chickapee. Yeah. I have a friend. I have a friend who passed away in 2022. I have a friend who passed away in 2022, and then in 2024, I lost my 89-year-old grandma. I lost my 89-year-old grandma in 2024. And with my grandma, losing my grandma was worse than losing my friend. The cremator, okay. On last Saturday, Brandon, South Dakota, there's a tornado, okay. Yeah, I know. Yes, I know there's a tornado on Monday morning in Wisconsin. I know Wisconsin had a tornado, had a tornado on Monday. I think it was an EF3 in Wisconsin. I think that tornado in Wisconsin was an EF3. It was hard for her, and when you heard that, and she experienced the cat's death, yeah. Hi, Evan, how you doing? Let's see. Did you hear about the tornado crossing Rye in Greenwich, Connecticut? I did not hear that, honestly. I did not hear that tornado in Connecticut. So, yeah. So, yeah. So this doing great. That's good. So yeah. Now I do know that yeah. So far this year, my area has had 5 heat waves. My area has had 5 heat waves so far. But ever since our 5th heat wave occurred in the middle of July this year. So we've had 5 heat waves so far. So yeah, 5 heat waves so far. But since mid-July, temperatures have not been too bad, actually. Temperatures have not been too bad since mid-July. You did comfort her, though, and the community post of your cat's dying is still up, and you're shifting all your prayers in there. Yeah. Yeah. I have a friend who lost one of her dogs in 2024. I have a friend who lost one of her dogs in 2024, so I was comforting her, too. Yeah, I was comforting one of my friends who lost her dog in 2024. So, yeah. Yeah, it's very hard going through a loss, whether it be a human or pet loss. Yeah. She's doing good, though. That's good. Yeah. It's hard going through a loss. So, yeah. 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 Hold on, let me get a sip of water real quick. 5:41 a.m. was your grandma's last breath. Sorry to hear that. I'm very sorry to hear that, Super Legend. So yeah. It's never good losing a pet. It's never good losing a pet or a human. So I would say the human deaths are more tragic, though. I would say the human deaths are more tragic. So yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, one of my friends lost one of her dogs in September 2024. So you remember your exact time and day? You only got birthdays, but you know the year though. Okay, yeah. Hey, named G. Hey, named G5E. How you doing? So yeah, um, I mean, but when I lost my 89-year-old grandma in 2024, I was really upset. So I was really upset when I lost my 89-year-old grandma in 2024. You new here? Okay. Well, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. So, yeah. So, yeah, just enjoying chat. Yep, exactly. And follow the rules too. I pinned the rule. He religion. What? All right. Please read the rules in the pinned comment, okay? Because even because I cannot take chances. We have to keep this channel a good one. Your sister got you and your two nephews a big pool. You've been in the pool all week. That's cool. Yeah, I spent a lot of time in the pool in the Bahamas. I spent a lot of time in the pool in the Bahamas. Yeah, I spent a lot of time in the pool in the Bahamas. So, but I did not think to reapply sunblock at certain points, so I got sunburned. I got sunburned twice in the Bahamas. This year's condition was crazy. Yep. Oh, excuse me, sir. I didn't mean to belch. Sorry. You know who that? I don't know. I don't know who that is, honestly. But anyway, yeah. Spent a lot of time in the pool in the Bahamas, and I went to. There's a river. There's a river in the Bahamas that has waves and stuff, and rapids But it's a chlorine river. It's not, and the waves are man-made. So it was the person that was on the Southern Pennsylvania chat. Okay, got a lot of the action captures this year compared to last year. That's cool. Yeah. I mean, he did something bad. Oh man, do you know what? If you don't mind me asking, mind me asking, what do you do? If you don't mind me asking, what did that person do? I'm just curious as to what that person did. I'm just curious as to know what that person did on Southern Pennsylvania versus Stream. So yeah, because I did not because I was not on. I did not go into it. I did not go on Southern. I did not go on many people's streams while I was in the Bahamas. So I went on a few though. Look at this from Wisconsin. Look at that. Look at all that from Wisconsin. I mean, you can see you can see that storm in Wisconsin that happened on Monday, and there was an EF3 tornado in Wisconsin. You remember we did? Okay. Oh wow! Look at that! Holy wow! Think you made a cuss word? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. I mean, look at the damage caused by the tornado. And the G word? Oh, God. But anyway. Yeah, as far as Texas, Alabama, Arkansas, Georgia, Florida, Louisiana, Missouri, Mississippi, Illinois, and Michigan, that's cool. Yeah, so you can see Chicago and Wisconsin and Oklahoma, that's cool. Yeah. Look at that. Oh my God, wow. A lot of damage in Chicago and Wisconsin, but especially Wisconsin. I mean, Wisconsin got a really hard hit. Yeah, Wisconsin got a really hard hit with that EF3 tornado. I mean, it was first deemed an EF2 tornado, but they raised it to EF3 rating. So they raised it to an EF3. So, damn, that did, yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, that tornado is now was an EF3. I mean, I thought to myself, it had to have been higher than an EF2. It had to have been higher than an EF2. It was an EF3 and all. But let me tell you, that happened. But let me tell you, I was watching the Weather Channel Monday morning in the Bahamas, and the Wisconsin only had a severe thunderstorm watch, but then they had PDS tours. So she got in Tennessee and Kansas City too. That's cool. So yeah, there's an EF3. So that EF3 tornado occurred in a severe thunderstorm watch area, but there were PDS tours in Wisconsin on Monday morning. That was terrible. It was terrible. Yeah. I had a tornado watch yesterday. I feel bad for many. Me too. I hope those people recover soon. I hope those people recover soon because obviously that was a bad tornado, and my area had flash flooding last night. There were flash flood warnings for my town. My town got 3 to 5 inches of rain last night. My town got my town got 4. I think my town got 4 to 6 inches of rain last night. My town got 4 to 6 inches of rain last night in just a few hours, leading to flash flooding. And I do know in my town that several homes, were evacuated due to flooding last night. And my town took a hard hit last night, especially the eastern part of my town. I mean, my mom said my rain gauge measured 4.9 inches of rain. My mom said my rain gauge measured 4.9 inches of rain. I mean, I was not home when the flooding took place. So, but my mom said we got 4.9 inches of rain according to my rain gauge. She looked at my rain gauge and texted me saying that my town got 4.9 inches of rain. So we got nearly 5 inches of rain last night, which is our biggest rainfall in a long time. So last night, all hell broke loose last night. But we needed the rain, so we took it. But I don't think we needed 40. I don't think we needed 5. I did not think we needed 5 in a short period of time. We got about 4 or 5 inches. We got about 4 or 5 inches of rain last night. But I know the eastern part of my town got 6 or 7 inches of rain. So the eastern part of my town got about 6 maybe 7 inches of rain last night. So there was flash flooding in my town last night, and there were even flash flood warnings for Philadelphia last night. But while we were waiting for our luggage, which never came. The stupid cruise lost their luggage, so hopefully we get it back at some point. So hopefully we get it back because yeah. But anyway, alright. So I'm pretty sure that Southern Pennsylvania WX is going to be doing his RWT stream soon, so I'm gonna hop off now because I know Southern Pennsylvania WX is gonna be doing his stream soon. So hope you all have enjoyed. It's been fun. I hope you all have enjoyed the stream. It's been fun chatting with you all, and I will see you in the next video. Until next time, take care.